In this video, I'm going to share with you a little behind the scenes, a little challenge that I gave myself to create 7 unique print-on-demand products in under 10 minutes. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I see a lot of people struggling to create products and launch them in their Etsy shop. Now, this is going to be very useful if you struggle to come up with new products to launch in your Etsy shop. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. It's the old saying, work smarter, not harder. Well, this is a perfect example of that. I'm also going to be showing you some products that actually have higher profit margins. Another thing that a lot of Etsy shop owners aren't doing. They're not looking at products that also could make them more money. So if you're ready to work a little bit smarter and create a lot more products without a lot more work, stick around. That's what we're going to cover in this video. Now, I also wanted to mention this is kind of a part 2 of my last video where I shared with you how I created an AI graphic basically from scratch. And now I'm going to take that design and I'm going to leverage it and create a bunch of different products. And once again, by the end of this video, you're going to watch me build a product line from scratch. Okay, here's my design that I created. And once again, I did this in the last video, so this is kind of a part 2, but this graphic was created purely by using AI. But what I'm going to do now is take this, and I'm taking it straight from Canva, and I am going to use this graphic to create 7 unique products. Now, the company that I'm going to be using is Printify, and they are a print-on-demand service that connects you with a lot of reputable companies that are doing print on demand. It also has a wide selection of products, but I'm going to be going through and hand selecting the products that I want to add my graphic to. So this way here, we can build out this product line. So the very first one that I'm going to be doing is a t-shirt. Now, I'm not a huge fan of just selling t-shirts, but if you have a design that goes on a t-shirt, why not, right? And just price it accordingly. I'm not going to make that the main product of my brand, but it's a very, very simple product. And if you have a graphic that goes well on a t-shirt and people would wear it, then put it on a t-shirt. So I'm going to go into this one right here. Now, one thing I wanted to point out here is they do have a premium service that they give you up to 20% off the products that you're selling, which adds up over time. Now, if you want to try out the premium and see what it's all about, I do have a special offer for you. You can go to brandcreators.com/Printify and just use the code SCOTT, S-C-O-T-T, and you can get a free month. Absolutely no strings attached, free. So give it a shot if you're interested in saving a little bit of money on the products that you're selling. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just click on this t-shirt right here. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start designing. And then what I'm going to do is come right here, and I am going to select my device, and I am going to upload that graphic. Once I select the graphic, it's going to upload. Takes not even a minute. And then what I'm going to do is see it right here. Okay. Now I want to put this on other colors as well. So I'm going to put it on black right here. And then you can see here, the graphic is pretty much already sized and it looks pretty good. So there's not much more that I need to do here. Now, what I can do is preview it. I can see what it's going to look like. And you can see it's a basic tee. Looks pretty good. So I can say, okay, save product. Now here you would just put the product title and the description in here. Now I'm not going to go into that in this video, but you would want to do this because it's going to connect then to your Etsy shop. And then after you're done doing this, it's going to automatically update in your shop. And then from there, you can do further edits. But in this case, all I'm doing is creating the products. I'm going to create the mock-ups for the most part in this exercise, in this video. So once I do that, just so I know what I have, I'm going to go through here. And if I wanted to select different colors, different sizes, and then I'm going to come down here and just hit save as draft. So product number 1 is pretty much done. I mean, yes, I would have to go in and edit the listings and all of that stuff, but the product is created. It's done. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go here to the catalog and I'm going to create a sweatshirt. If you're going to do a t-shirt, you probably should do a sweatshirt. Sweatshirts are going to give you usually a higher margin. So why not? Once again, why not take that same graphic and put it on a t-shirt, but also put it on a sweatshirt? Some people are going to want a sweatshirt. Some people are going to want a t-shirt. Why not? Now, as you can see here, these are no hoodies, right? So I want to put this on a hoodie. I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to put this on a hoodie. And then from here, I'm going to select this one right here. And then what I'm going to do is click Start Designing. Now, here's the cool thing. because I've already used that graphic, it's already in my library. So now I save that step in this process. So let's go ahead and take that from my library. I'm going to click on that. It's going to add it to that. I'm then also going to change the color here to black because that's the color I want. Now I could resize this if I want to. I am going to go outside that line. So if you see, I want to make sure that it's in that printable area, just like that right there. And then from there, I can hit Save Project. Now here, it's already created a bunch of different mockups. So you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one and use that one. And then down here, once again, I would probably want to put that in there just for my own reference, but this wouldn't be a t-shirt. This would be a hoodie, okay? Or a sweatshirt. Again, I'm not going to go through here and do all of this right now. Right now, we're just creating the products. So I'd go down here and I would save as draft. Now, as you can see here, this one says 2 of 14 out of stock. That probably has something to do with sizing, and I can come back to that at a later date. But right now, like I said, all I'm in is product creation mode. I'm just creating the products. So let's move on. So now I'm going to go back into the catalog, and now what I'm going to look for is a pillow. I sell pillows right now. They do very well. The profit margins on them are very good. So now what I'm going to do is just go locate that pillow. So as you can see, we have all the pillows here. I'm going to look at this one as the best seller. Now, one thing I want to point out, check this out. As a premium member, you get it for $10.10. It's $13.12 if you're not. So let's do the math. It's $30, $29.99 to be a premium member. But if you sell 10 pillows in a month, you're going to basically save $30. So you basically get it for free. And you also get it for free for 30 days if you go through my link at brandcreators.com/Printify, use code Scott, and you'll get that 30 days for free. So you should probably check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the pillow. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start designing. We're going to go into the library. We're going to click on this one right here because that's the only graphic I have in here right now. And I'm going to make sure that we're within the guidelines here. So see, I got to bring that down just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to have it printed on the front and the back. I'm just going to have it printed on the front. Now, I could have it printed here too, but I'm just going to do it on the front. I also want to make sure that the pillow is in black. And there we go. And then I'm going to save product. And then from here, you can see we've got some mock-ups and we can keep going here. So then I'm just going to go ahead, make sure again that this is, we'll just put in here right now, moon phases. Okay, square pillow, but we'll update that obviously when we're going to optimize our listing, but we're just in product creation mode right now. Then I'm going to save as draft. And then we have our pillow right there. Okay, so really, really cool. And how fast this is going right now. I've created three products in barely any time at all. Let's keep going. Now I'm going to go back into the catalog and I'm going to look for another really great product, and that is a blanket. And now I am going to click on this one and I'm going to go ahead and build one out real quick because why not? It's so easy, right? So let's go ahead and start designing, and let's go ahead and use the one in my library, the only one I got in there right now, right? So once we put it in there, we've got it. And then I want to make sure it's on a black background. And there we go. Now I want to make this one a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that out. And it's really important that we stay within those dotted lines, not just the green line, but our design itself. So I'm going to make it cover as much as I can, make it as big as I can because, well, it's on a blanket and we want it to really show up. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's good. And I'm going to save the product. And then I'm going to look at the different mockups. So they have one here going over top of the couch, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit save as draft. And then we have another product. So now we have 4 products that we created with one design. Let's keep going. So I'm going to go back into the catalog and I'm going to go into the same category. I'm going to go into blankets, but this time I'm going to create, well, I'm going to create a comforter. Let's see what this would be like. So let's go ahead and start building this one out. I'm going to go ahead and select my design. Once again, super easy because it's already there. I click on that. Now look how small that is. I want to make this bigger. Okay. I want to make this really, really fill up this area. And if you notice, it's kind of square, but I want it to go the other direction, I believe. So I believe that this is going to be the head or this or the bottom. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to turn this, okay? I'm gonna turn it. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn it like that. Make sure that it's lined up good, like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and make sure that it's on black. There we go. And then look at that. And then we're gonna save product. And then here we are. And then check this out. I'm gonna use that one right there. Now, once again, I'm just gonna put here in the title so I know what it is, Moon Phases Comforter. And then I'm just gonna hit Save as Draft. And then there we are. Look at that. Now, let me just show you something though before we move on. I wanna show you how cool this is. So this is a really cool mock-up that's already built into Printify. Let's go ahead and click on that. I can zoom in now and see what it looks like in a room on a bed. I mean, that is really, really cool. And so it's something that you want to make sure that you have really good mock-up images, and Printify gives you a lot of them. Now they have other resources that they make available to you like Placeit, but this is really good right out of the gate. So I'm really, really happy with that mock-up. All right, so let's move on. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create another product that I think would go well inside of this niche and also with the products that I've already created. So I'm going to go ahead and click on accessories. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for candles. And then look at that. We have a candle that pops up. I'm going to go ahead and design this. All right. So all I need to do now is just click on Start Designing, and I'm going to go to My Library. And then from there, I need to resize this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just bring it down a little bit, not much, maybe like in there. And then once again, I'm going to go here to background color and make that black. And then I'm going to save product. And then you're going to see all of these different mock-ups that they have available right here. All right. So I'm going to pick this one. This is kind of cool. And then I'm going to make sure, once again, we have moon phases here, just so I know for reference. And then we are going to save as draft. And then look at that. So if I click on that, you can see we can go into all of the different mock-ups, and that is really, really cool. Let's go ahead and create our last product. So here I'm going to go into bathroom. And then from here, what I'm looking for is a shower curtain. So they have two of them. There's one here and there's one here. I'm going to use this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, start designing. I know this seems pretty redundant, but it's pretty easy. And I just wanted to show you every step along the way. Go ahead and click on library, click on that design, convert this over to black. And then I'm going to want to make this bigger. Now that dotted line, once again, is my safe line. That's the line that I could go out to. So I'm going to make that as big as possible. And then I am going to save that product. Now we're going to see the mock-ups. And you can see we have this one right here and we have that one right there. Moon phases, shower curtains, and I'm going to save as draft. And then there we go. Let's click on that and see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks great. So man, look at all of the different products that we just created. We created those in under 10 minutes. As long as I have the design, I can go ahead and keep creating products. Now, because we're kind of in that product creation mode, we don't have to stop here. Actually, I've got an idea for one that I think would do really well. I'm going to go ahead and create that one last one I'm going to do before we wrap this up. Now I'm going to go back to accessories, but one thing I want to point out here in Printify, if there's anything that you want to create, just go in here and type it. You don't have to search through all the categories. That can speed things up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in mouse because I want to do a mouse pad. So there we are, gaming mouse pad. So I'm going to click on that, start designing. And I'm going to go to my library, click on the design. I'm going to make that black. I'm also going to, well, let's see, that's pretty much good. I was going to say I was going to make it smaller, but I don't really need to. It fills the entire area. So I like that. Save product. Now we have another product. Check this out. That looks pretty cool. So everything is going together. I just built out a full product line, not 7, but 8 different products from one design. So if you are not doing this yet, please do it. Take one design and put it on multiple products. This is going to also give you more Etsy real estate because you are going to be putting out new products that maybe one of your customers wasn't searching for, but when they get into your store, they're going to see it and want to buy it. Now, the only way that this can really work though is obviously you got to be able to create good designs. And if you struggle with that, then I encourage you to watch this video next. This is where I walk you through how I created this design using AI. So watch that video next, and I'll see you there.